My Hillbilly Elegy. The true names in the story have been replaced by names I pulled from my two favorite novels, John Updike's Rabbit Run and Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace. But the rest of the details are as true as I can remember them. The first half of this hillbilly elegy takes place when the characters were all in high school. I'm coming down pretty hard on some of these people. To be fair, if I now met myself from 1975, I would not like me at all. My face had a permanent grin that suggested you weren't smart enough to get the joke, and that irritating habit was combined with an absolute lack of self confidence. At the start of this elegy, I'm not friends with Francis Engstrom, but I interacted with him a lot because of a common friend, Andre B. Andre and I were in several activities together, including yearbook and National Honor Society lunches. Yes, I was a wild and crazy guy. Francis was constantly with Andre, and I have to admit, their stories and jokes would entertain me. Their best story involved Andre accidentally dropping all his lunch change in between the knees of our young English teacher when she was wearing a short skirt and kneeling down to help a student with an essay. Andre got a lot of red face teasing from that faux pas. From there, the stories got worse. The most common story was how Francis's brother Peter would ask for help to hold down the family dog while he fondled and irritated the dog with a large feather. The second most common conversation was about the delay sex gel that Peter and Francis's father was using. Peter was 2 years ahead of us in high school. As soon as he graduated, he got a job and purchased a Pontiac Le Mans. He amused himself by driving in reverse at a high speed, then slamming the transmission into drive so he could feel the gravity as the vehicle lurched forward. One night, after a few too many beers, Peter was doing his transmission slam while leaving a bar. The car lurched uncontrollably sideways and ripped all the aluminum siding off the wall of the bar. Andre died of AIDS a few years after high school. I had numerous military assignments in California, Turkey, and Korea, and had very little contact with anyone from my high school. I certainly would not have sought Francis out. But in the decades since leaving my hometown, social media, especially Facebook, made it easy to follow the people that have long since been out of my life. One day I read Francis's post. He was lamenting about how bad he felt about his older brother's recent death. That message hit me square between the eyes. I had always viewed the Angstrom family as a bunch of idiots, but message made me recognize a common humanity and frailty that we all share. I decided to follow his account more closely and to wish him well on birthdays and holidays. At least once a month, Francis would repost a humorous short video of a criminal being beaten by the intended victim. The victim would usually be an elderly ex-Marine, and without fail, the perpetrator was black. I took note of this, but Francis was only one of many people in my past that displayed a great deal of bigotry. And in January 6th, 2021, an event happened at the United States Capitol that shocked all of America. The news and social media were full of pictures of insurrectionists attacking the United States Capitol. For the first time ever, a Confederate flag was marched into the Capitol. Francis posted on Facebook that he was outraged that the media assumed these violent insurrectionists were Donald Trump supporters. I don't remember everything we said, but I know I thought his point was ridiculous. We continued to argue a few sentences at a time for several days. He told me that I should go to articles on redstate.org that proved that Black Lives Matter and Antifa activists were hiding in the back of the Capitolists and secretly organizing and encouraging the violence. Our language got hotter. I know that I dropped some F bombs on him. He was appalled by my responses and announced that he was leaving Facebook and going to message boards where his ideas were accepted. That's it. That's the end of this story. There is not a happy conclusion. My own life is a microcosm of where our country is right now. Not only do we have differences of opinion, but we live in different realities. As a people, we no longer share common values. Our tribes can no longer tolerate each other. Left and right, red and blue, smart and anti vaxxers do not communicate with each other. We need to find a common ground before it is too late. Today, I'm starting what I hope to be a long series of video blogs. Regardless of your beliefs, you are welcome to post in the comments here or even appear in a future video with me. Let's get back to talking.